Hello, guys. This is DJ Dimaliuat, and welcome to Project Six Figures. I'm here with my very good friend George, who's very beautiful.
Hi.
And of course, I met George in SYA, our church group. And of course, she's a business owner and also um, lauded as one part of Forbes Under 30, right? As one
Yes.
of the entrepreneurs because of one of her businesses, which is Fetch, right?
Yes.
Pag-uusapan natin yan, more of that as we go along. Maybe she can share about that. And so why not let's ask her na lang about her background. I think it's better that she introduces herself and her businesses. So George, take it away. Can you tell us about your background, your businesses that you do, and maybe your major source of income so that people would get to know you better?
Okay, sure. First, thank you for having me. If you hear, there you go. If you hear dogs barking, I have four dogs, so I'm
Wow.
really sorry about that. But yeah, so about me, I am a psychology major. I actually was a teacher for a while,
Hmm.
but really entrepreneurship was my calling. So I currently run three businesses. The first one is MyOffice Philippines. So my mother started that in 2004. I took over around 2014, and it is a virtual office and service virtual and service office. So basically, what we do is not only do we provide like the address for your business permits and offer front office services, we also offer the physical space, meeting rooms,
Right.
private offices, work desks, so very flexible workspaces. We have three locations, two in Makati, one in BGC. The
Nice.
second one that I'm really known for that you mentioned that got me on Forbes is Fetch Naturals. So what we do with Fetch Naturals, we make premium natural pet care products where the main ingredient of each bottle is from the Philippines. So we support
Wow.
local farmers because of that. It started March 2017 and we supply all over the Philippines, both online and offline. And we also sell on Amazon USA. So that's how we're trying to get the word out that, Philippine ingredients can make amazing products as well. And the
Amazing.
last one, which is quite new, it's not even a year old, is called Permitly. So Permitly started August of last year, and the goal is to make the business registration process as easy as possible, trying to bring all the offline aspects to it online. So you can,
Nice.
register your business or start a business anywhere. So
Oh,
yeah,
so that's nice, nice. Thank you for that, George. So si Permitly, you can download the app, tama? And then,
it's not an app,
okay,
it's a website.
okay,
So basically, it's a website. You just ask, there's like a form. We kind of try to find out what kind of company you want to set up. But sometimes some people don't know what kind of company they should set up. Like, should I do a sole proprietor versus a one person corporation?
yeah,
So we come in as like a free consultation. We hold
okay,
your hand through the process. And then instead of you going to barangay office number one, getting the forms, writing them down,
yeah,
we
yeah.
kind of just collated it. We'll take care of
Ah,
it. You
nice.
only have to fill out minimum number of forms online and we'll take care of it. And then the only offline aspects really are the IDs maybe necessary, the fees necessary, and maybe the signatures. So that's what we do.
That's very nice, no? Kasi ako, I have also experienced registering a lot of multiple businesses in my maybe 12 years in business as well. And
Mm-hmm.
the challenge is really going to different websites and ako pupunta to register this name. So this is a one-stop shop. Like if I go to
Mm-hmm.
Permitly, is it permitly.com?
Permitly.ph.
Permitly.ph, right? So when I go to
Yes, permitly.ph.
permitly.ph, all the things that I need, parang nakalista na, no? So parang, ito na yung list na
Yes.
kailangan mong i-provide, you just go there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So we have like our own, I guess, business registration kits, if you want to call it
okay.
that. Really, just collating all the information there. You don't have to research. We already provide the proper forms that you need to fill out, if ever, which you can do online. And what's great about it is we have our own in-house experts who really hold your hand. If you have questions like, "This is the kind of company I want to set up. You
Okay.
think bagay ba to sa sole prop, sa
Okay.
freelancer?" One person corporation, and sometimes we'll even talk to you like, okay, you really want to set up this entity, but based on what you explain, and this is how much money you want to invest in and you want to keep your job, baka mas bagay this entity. So we kind of
Okay.
like really hold your hand in the process to make you understand also what what will happen if he's registered under this type of company, also with
How
business
do they
name.
talk to those in-house your in-house team? Is there a chat there, or do they email? How do they get that consultation, that certain free consultation?
We
Yeah.
schedule a call with you. So it's as
Okay.
simple as a call. It can
Okay.
be a Zoom.
Okay.
Sometimes before ECQ, sometimes iba din yung face-to-face, diba? So
Yeah.
sometimes before ECQ, they schedule a meeting. So
Okay.
using my office's meeting rooms,
Okay,
we
sakto.
schedule, yeah, diba? We schedule a meeting there. So that's what really we do at Permitly.
Oh, that's nice, no? So again, and a lot of people are watching this. Probably they're also thinking of having their own business, if not now, in the near future. And
Mm-hmm.
yung business registration process is really taxing, especially in the Philippines, eh. And it's not income generating. Ako, that's what I always. That's one of my principles. No, I will focus rather on things that can make money for the business rather than the things that don't make money. Outsource na lang, eh. Ganon,
Yeah.
di ba? So, Permitly does that job. So, how did you come to think about it? Pag-usapan natin both, no? Kasi your babies talaga are Fetch and Permitly. Di ba?
Yes.
Yung My Office, your mom started that, eh. But of course, you help now the operation. You actually run the operation right now. But those two things, let's talk about Permitly first para
Sure.
kasunod na rin lang. How did you think or thought about, okay, I want to do this type of business? How did you consider that?
It's really one of those with my office, most all our clients are business owners, small business owners, right?
Okay.
And we really like they need user address, they need some of the documents from us for them to register. And since
Okay.
they get these from us, you really hear them complaining, like coming
Okay.
back 10 times, like, oh, this person told me I need this, but
Okay.
according to this person, I need something else, even with the process of fetch, right? So I had to do the business registration. I had help
Yeah.
also from my office team, but
Okay.
it's not very clear. And it's one of those, there are just so many options also. Like, how do you know which one is really fit for the type of business you want and the type
Yeah.
of growth? So it's both a need that I experienced, and I saw it as a problem that most of my office clients experience it as well. It's an
Okay.
existing problem. So that's really how Permitly was born. So Permitly is still young, again, not even
Yeah.
a year old.
Yeah.
Definitely lots of glitches, but still
Yeah.
we are learning. But so far, before the ECQ, we were really lucky that a lot of people, took a chance on us. They're like,
Nice.
hey,
Yeah.
we want to try. We registered their businesses, whether it's one person corporation, single prop, things like that. Some foreigners as well. So yeah, it's been good so far. And then we're also just building on it as we grow with our clients.
Nice. Ang galing. Ang galing. Thank you. Thank you for that sharing. What I got from that is really it's strung up from the need, eh, di ba? And usually ganun eh. Kung ano yung na-experience mo, and especially because there's already My Office, there's a certain target market na eh. Di ba? So
Mm-mm.
sometimes it's also a good, hindi lang sometimes, but really it's a good way to start a business, something that you really have, that certain need, no, na alam mong mayroong bibili na ng services mo. Ganon.
Mm-mm.
So,
Yeah,
and
I think. Yeah,
sige.
sorry. Entrepreneurs. Oh, there's my kuya. Hello, kuya. Okay, sorry. You like see people pass by. Entrepreneurs, end of the day, we're problem solvers,
That's true.
right? At that moment, I experienced a problem, and I saw so many other people experience the same problem. And what's great about entrepreneurship is when you see the problem right away on the spot, I will find the way to solve it.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So it's a very classic entrepreneurial story, but it's what most of us really go through, diba?
That's true. That's true. So yeah, ang ganda ng story na yon, no? Because again, it's strung up from your own need, and then now we realize, yes, that's really a big need for the people, for the Philippines. And I think I believe it's a certain there's a certain market for that really would want to have help. Actually, ngayon pa lang naiisip ko na we should have another video na we can teach people ano ba yung advantage ng single one person corporation kasi bago yun eh, di ba? So maybe let's
Yeah,
record
sure.
another,
I'd love to do
yeah,
that.
na medyo yun nga kumbaga parang in a way sponsored by or powered by Remitly, ay Permitly, di ba? Na parang ganun. So let's schedule
Yeah,
another
we can even give
conversation
an
in terms of
exclusive
that.
discount to the members of this group.
Oh,
We can
nice,
give them a
nice,
discount on the processing fee.
nice.
And yeah, more than happy. I'll have maybe one of our experts join in also because it's a lot of things that you have to consider. How many people are joining are in the company? Is it just you? Is it you
Yeah.
and your wife? Is it you
Yeah.
and your barangay? Like there are so many things to consider. What is your
Okay.
business? Is it a service? So yeah,
Okay.
I'd love to do that in the future.
Okay, let's schedule that. Let's schedule that. Kasi mukhang hahaba
Yes.
pa tong EPQ, so I have a lot of time to talk to a lot of people
Yeah.
as well. And I'm learning because of me asking questions to people, to entrepreneurs, I'm also learning. So how about Fetch? No? So because Fetch really, my wife is sharing me the story just earlier. Sabi niya, because di ba, team kayo sa SYA, di ba? Sabi niya si
Yes.
George, grabe ang galing yan. When we were teaming, she's just starting Fetch back then. And yun nga, so she's been sharing stories. And right now, it really got you into Forbes Under 30, di ba? So kwento mo naman sa amin how that came about, what Fetch is really like, paano mo siya naisip, and then bakit mo siya sinimulan. I know you're a dog lover, di ba? So, but let's share that story because in your stories or in people's stories, we learn eh. We learn more than sometimes dun sa
Mm-mm.
mga bullet points of everything. So sige, can you share the story of Fetch?
Sure. So I think Fetch is just one of those. I'm really lucky that at certain moments I found opportunities.
Okay.
So it started with one of my dogs.
Okay.
Obviously, as I mentioned, I'm a dog lover. And I have one dog who was just allergic to everything. Like, I
Okay.
don't know, maarte siya. So, like, everything local to the most expensive medicated shampoos from Bow and Wow or like from the vet, wala, his fur would fall off and he had like
Okay.
the term is hot spots. He would have recurring hot spots. So to the point for 1 year he was naka-cone.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah,
cone
yeah,
that
yeah.
dogs wear. So kawawa siya. Yeah, and then so that around I think end of 2016, my boyfriend, now fiance,
Yeah.
just got back from a trip. Yeah, got back from a trip from Italy, and then he brought home a bottle of pet shampoo also.
Okay.
He's like, here, try it. It's supposedly good, things like that. So I tried on my dog, and true enough, like his skin got better. He reacted well to the product. So initially, I was thinking maybe I'll talk to my then boyfriend na baka I'll import this na lang. Can I
Yeah, yeah.
distribute this, right? Um, and then what I did was I read the label, and then I saw the active ingredient is neem. So I was like,
Okay.
what is neem? I've never heard of neem. I Google it, and it turns out it's a tropical tree that grows in tropical countries
Wow.
like the Philippines.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, right. And we don't have any neem 100% neem based product in the Philippines for pets. In fact, if you go to the provinces, the neem tree grows so big that people just cut it because it ends up destroying the roads. Imagine they just cut it and they burn it. So really, it was finding that opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
I found the chemist, and really that's how Fetch started. Our very first line is the Fetch Neem line, which has
Okay.
shampoos, non-toxic house cleaners for floors, our leave-on rinse, our pet sanitizer. Now we have our shampoo bars. So really, that is how Fetch started. It started March 2017. And fun fact, Fetch originally was supposed to be an e-commerce website
Yeah,
that
yeah.
failed. So
Okay.
I started an it failed. I started an e-commerce website. I was thinking maybe people wanted a really social, like Lazada, but for pets
Okay, okay.
only.
Okay.
So I had brands from like really expensive brands, like
Okay.
I from Hobbs and Landys and things like that, and barely anyone bought.
Okay.
So Fetch was originally a failed business, and I pivoted into something else,
So it
and
was
that's
already
what I'm known
you already have that website, and then you remodeled it into your own brand na lang. Napaganda pa, di ba?
for. Yeah,
Yeah. Ang galing.
yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
from a e-commerce site of selling different types of premium pet care products, it became a brand of premium pet
Pet care
care.
products. Yeah. Wherein there's really a need, and then yun nga, maganda pa because you'll be really more passionate because it comes from the Philippines, Filipino product, di ba? So kumbaga mas may fire eh. Di ba? You
Mm-mm,
want to really share that and get it known to the world, di ba? Yun. And
mm-mm.
then yeah, so you have that website, and then do you have a physical store for Fetch?
I don't have a physical store for per fetch, but we supply in numerous physical stores.
Okay,
That
okay,
includes Pet Lover Center, Echo Store. Before the ECQ in the provinces outside of Metro Manila, Gaisano is now carrying our products.
okay.
And Gaisano has branches in like Davao, Cebu, Roja City, things like
Okay.
that. Dogs and the City, they have like
Yeah.
16 branches in Metro Manila. So yeah, we're really expanding through physical stores, and in the US, we sell limited stocks on Amazon USA as well.
Nice. How do you do that? Like maybe there are people also interested. Eh, gusto ko rin makarating ng US yung product ko, di ba? How do you do that?
Okay.
And there's a limited stocks in Amazon US.
Okay, to be honest, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, yeah. Kaya
And
nga
the
eh,
reason,
di ba? So amazing talaga. Yeah.
and it's a mix of one. We're the first Philippine pet care brand that has an FDA registration, which means humans can use it. So my
Wow.
shampoo
Nice.
is Fetch. It's safe for humans, babies, old people.
Nice.
Two, it has a BAI registration, Bureau of Animal Industry.
Okay.
So they test that it's safe for horses, or like they're the ones who test like food for pigs,
Wow,
for
wow.
piggeries and stuff like that. And at the same time, it's DOST tested. So because of that, we fit with the requirement of the US when it comes to pet care. So that's one. Two, I work with a startup friend who
Okay.
helped me with the shipment.
Okay.
Okay. And three, I'm a dual citizen, so
Okay.
I am able to have
Yeah.
um, a set up
Company
an
there.
LLC in the States,
Okay.
limited liable company.
That's nice. That's nice.
So it's all of those things, but it's really hard. It's really hard, and to be honest, lots of opportunities in the Philippines and in ASEAN.
Okay, yeah. So that's good. It's good that you mentioned that because yung nga, sometimes maybe we're looking for greener pastures, but in reality, the opportunities are here right in front of us. 'Di ba? Lalo na nga ngayon there's
Mm-hmm.
crisis. Ako nga sinasabi ko nga when I talk to people that a lot of people will rest. A lot of people will, be too slow to react and to bounce back. So if you react faster and you do a lot of work starting ngayon pa lang, I'm sure you'll fly easier
Mm-hmm.
after this crisis. So sige, na-mention mo marami kang physical store. I think I should also connect you to Robert Tan of Blade, di ba? He started the petshop.ph. Eh.
Yeah, I
So,
saw that episode.
oh, di ba? Yeah, so yun, they're opening multiple stores na rin eh. So yeah, I'll introduce you to Robert
He
para
sees the opportunity and
yeah.
pet care. I love
That's
it.
true. Actually, gano'n, nakakatuwa. And you're the third person that I talked to no, and made me realize that the pet industry is really booming, especially in the Philippines. So you, Robert, of course, is one. And two is Lubar, my partner in Driven. We already started distributing pet foods last year. Eh. And now we're
Oh,
partnered with San Miguel.
congratulations.
Yeah, we're partnered
You
with
must
San
be
Miguel.
doing really well now.
Naubos yung stock. Ang problema sa cat food, ubos yung stock eh. So that's why we got partnered with San Miguel, NutriChunks.
Uh-huh.
Kasi yun, wala problema sa stock. So we just need to distribute it again, pakilala lang ulit sa market, di ba? So yun nga, it's really interconnected in terms of that na pet industry is really good. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's becoming in the Philippines already like how they are in states or in abroad, gano'n. So that's good. Sige, I'll connect you with him. Sige.
Yeah, sige.
Sige, so kwento
That'll
mo
be
naman sa
nice.
amin, no? Kwento mo sa amin briefly rin yung why are you featured in Forbes? No, ako interested din ako eh, 'di ba? Kumbaga, and maybe people are also interested na ano yung feature talaga nila sa sa Forbes Under 30. Yeah.
Okay. So honestly, I can never give an exact reason why I'm there because
Okay.
it's a surprise. No, because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you really never know because it's quite competitive, right, to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
in there, and each person's story who got in the list is very different. So
Yeah.
the year I got in, which was last year, I'm part of the 2019 list. There are four of us who got in. So two
Okay.
of them own the company is called Kubo. So what they
Okay.
do is modular housing. Think of it
Yeah.
as IKEA but houses. In 4 hours, you can build an entire house.
Wow.
They never applied. They were not even a registered business yet, but they invented this thing.
Okay.
So Forbes magazine, the media, the journalists found them and said, "Hey, we want to include you in the list."
Okay,
So
nice.
that's
Yeah.
how they got in, right? Another one, Ken Costales, he also made it. He was part of the list because of his marketing expertise.
Okay.
Okay. And he actually nominated himself. So
Okay.
I really
Okay.
admire that because naman
Yeah.
Filipinos are nahihiya, diba? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I want to like be in that thing, but
That's
nahihiya
true.
to
That's
nominate. He's
true.
like,
Yeah.
kudos to him. I'm gonna nominate myself. At that time, he was 29. It was his last year to get in,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he got in.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Me naman, I think a friend nominated me.
Okay.
And really, the best I can do is explain my story and my theories on why I got in. But you're
Okay.
never really sure because no, there are like hundred thousands of us in Asia. The
Yeah, that's
list
true.
and the list comes out every year. There's only how many under 30, and there's Europe, there's Asia, there's USA, right?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can only accept so many this in a particular time. So I was included as part of the retail and e-commerce list of Forbes 30 under 30. And I think it's because one, my products are unique.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you look at the pet care market, especially when I started in 2017, you are familiar with Madre de Cacao, with
Yeah.
coconut, with aloe vera, but you've never heard of neem.
Yeah. I
My
haven't heard.
second
Ngayon
line,
lang.
yeah, my second line is called Hikama. It's a Hikama line. In
Okay.
Tagalog, Hikama is singkamas.
Okay. Okay.
So we are the very first one in the world to make a singkamas line of pet care
Wow.
products.
First in the
Yeah,
world.
so it's really the uniqueness of the products. It's made in the Philippines, but compared to other Philippine-based products, we really wanted to be at par with international products. Now, if you put it in a store next to bottles from like US, Europe, you wouldn't know which one's from the Philippines because you all
Oh,
think
okay.
they're like high end. So
International din
our
dating.
market,
Yeah. Yeah. Ang
yeah,
ganda.
our branding, our marketing, our packaging is really nice. I think they also admired our growth because when I started, my capital was really like my life like not like my savings, but it wasn't a lot, you
Okay.
know. It's not a lot, is considering especially since it's expensive to buy products from here.
Yeah.
You pay, and we're supporting the farmers because we're buying directly from them. Manufacturing is a bit expensive here. But despite that, the growth from year one to year two and year three, not just monetary, but even
Medyo
that's
naputol ko,
why.
George. And
Sorry, which part did
repeat.
I get cut?
Yung, kumbaga, from manufacturing,
From
right?
manufacturing, it's
Yeah.
very expensive.
Yeah. It's very expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, but despite the high costs, our growth in terms of financials, for example, how much we invested, the growth, the income from year one, the growth from year two and year three, and at the
Okay.
same time, growth in terms of where we are available, what stores are we
Oh,
available.
yeah.
And considering the Philippines is made out of multiple islands, it's hard to get things across,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And see if there's opportunity in those places. So I think those are really the reasons why we were included in the 2019 list.
Nice, nice. Congratulations again, George, no,
Thank you.
for that. And yeah, that story is really amazing kasi, again, so it's a unique concept that just come out of your need, but definitely there's something in you. That's why it became successful because there's a lot of people, marami ring ideas, but they never, you know, made it happen. And also, like yung question ko nga is, hindi ka naman chemist, di ba? Psychology major ka eh. 'Di ba? But where did you get those ideas na like, o sige, si Nim nabasa mo sa likod. How did you come about Singkamas? How did you discover that na pwede pala siya, yung mga ganon, 'di ba? And then yeah, yun nga. What do you think are some of your qualities as well that help you to really be successful? Because qualities can be transferred or that's something that, people can emulate so that they can be successful as well. Sige.
I think it's a mix of part humility, part willing to learn.
Okay.
So a lot of people, when they become entrepreneurs and they reach a level, parang they feel like they're the expert. I will never call myself an expert. I
Okay.
will tell you my story. Hopefully you learn something from that. But I always try to surround myself with people who are better than me, and I'm not ashamed of asking for their help.
Nice.
So, like for example, the neem, yes, I saw the ingredient and
Yeah.
moved forward because I saw the opportunity. But the Sinkamas, it was really like a collaborative effort with the chemist.
Okay.
My tita is one of my mentors
Okay.
because she produces her own line of shampoos for human. Like
Okay.
if you go to Cultura, a lot of the products in Cultura are hers.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
yeah, so she targets humans, but since she's been in the game in retail and making these products for so long, syempre I consult her as well. My mother started my office, so she's been entrepreneur for so long. So I talk to her a lot. My
Okay.
fiance has his own family business. I talk to his family.
Yeah.
Startup world, and it's one of those, just kind of talk and be a sponge, be willing to learn and just listen and pick up what they have, and from there you kind of just figure out like, oh, that kind of fits my situation now,
Okay.
so maybe I'll try it out. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, what else can I do? What
Okay.
else did I learn from other people that I can apply and solve that, create a new opportunity, or fix the problem?
That's great. That's great, George. I like it. That I like it. I like your humility. That's willingness to learn, but more on really not being afraid to ask questions. Kasi di ba maraming natatakot humingi ng tulong eh. Yun. But so I'm glad to hear that you have mentors. You listen to people, di ba? Because when people help us as well, we all would like to help other people. And maybe that's the reason why you said yes to this interview. Di ba? You might also wanna give
Yeah,
value to other people as well. Ganon.
like pay
So,
it forward. I've been
yeah.
helped for so long, like this is the best I can do, but if it helps someone, diba, that's great.
Yes, that's nice. I'm sure you're inspiring people by just listening to your stories, and maybe they would like to connect with you some more in the
Sure.
future. So later I'll ask how it will happen. Diba? So yeah, so basically you're in the retail industry. No, the
Mhm.
retail industry is the fetch, and of course services industry si permitly. Do you think when people go into retail or into services, do you think it's six figures a month income is also possible?
Definitely, it is possible, but it's really a combination of one, how much are you investing in the beginning?
Okay.
I mean, the reality is if you want to do certain things, sometimes you need capital, you need
Tama.
investment, right?
Tama. Tama.
If I invested, if let's say for example for Fetch, if I invested for like 10 bottles only in my initial investment,
Yeah.
malamang I will not have six figures
Yeah.
right away
Tama.
because I
Tama.
only invested in 10 bottles, right?
Yeah.
Two, I think it's one of those things, which I think one of your interviews, I don't remember who mentioned it. It's a hard job, and it's the type of hard job that's not just tiring physically because you have to be willing to do all the work in the beginning. So with
Okay.
Fetch, I was the one literally at night wrapping the bottles before
Oh,
shipping them out, right?
wow.
But it's also tiring because you have to figure out every day what decisions can you make to speed up the growth aspect here,
Okay.
or how can you be more creative here.
Okay.
So it's really a combination of that can help you earn six figures or more a month, and it's also depends on, I guess, how fast you can pivot and how fast you can change depending on the market, or how can you stay relevant. So one of my favorite, I listened to a webinar with by RJ Ledesma
Okay.
recently.
Yeah.
So you know him as a host. RJ's our friend in SYA,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's why.
He has so many companies, but he's known for Mercato, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when ECQ happened, Mercato had to close down. No choice.
Yes.
It's physical space. They pivoted into setting up a cloud kitchen, which
Yeah.
is
That's
popular
true.
in the
Oh,
States,
grabe.
but wala pa here. So you need, an entrepreneur needs to have that type of mindset to move fast, to make that decision, to pivot, and because of that, they're not probably earning the same as before,
Yeah.
but their vendors are able to earn because of the
Yes.
cloud kitchen concept, which is
So he was
great.
able to make money for himself and of course his vendors as well. So natulungan mo rin yung
Mm,
people around you. You seem to
exactly.
have a lot of wisdom actually in you from what you're sharing at a very young age. My question is, and maybe people are also asking or wondering, where did you learn that? No, how did you learn these things as well? 'Di ba? How did you get this wisdom na yun nga, yung sinasabi mo dapat mabilis kang mag-react, ganyan. How did you come about those things? Na para kasi yun yung naging solution or susi to made you successful in your business. That mentality So where did you get that mentality so that people can also
You're
be
so
like
nice naman.
yeah.
I got kilig.
Yeah, yeah, yun talaga yung na-feel ko So sabi ko, not all people talks like that and thinks like that. So saan mo yun napulot?
It's really, again, it's really back to that willing to learn,
Okay.
because when I started, I would go to startup events, right? And I
Okay.
would just talk to these entrepreneurs. Some of them have made it, some of them have just started, but everyone has a little something where you can pick up, right?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
really listen to them. I talk to them a lot. I'm not afraid to just message, hi. Like, for example, I have a friend who's in the advertising industry. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I know you're busy. I'm also so poor because I just started, but this is Fetch's first packaging. Please
Okay.
give me comments, and
Okay.
I'll buy you coffee. Like, because that's all
Okay.
I could afford at that time. And
Wow.
she's
Nice.
so lovely. She edited on the label, on the image itself. She wrote there's notes, things like that, what I should change, why she thinks she doesn't like this, etc. And that's really how you learn. So because of that, I have a bit of idea how the packaging should be,
Okay.
right? I do try to read a lot. So whether it's books or online
Okay.
articles, you can, there are so many materials online. But for those who don't like reading, podcasts are great.
Yes. Yes.
While you're driving, when
Yeah.
ECQ is lifted and you're stuck in traffic again,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
just listen to podcasts and you get ideas. So yeah.
Nice. So really, you're a learner. That's what I got from you. Now you really love to learn, and what I admire is you're not afraid to ask questions. Ako nga minsan mahihain pa ako to approach people and even just talk to them. Pero you go to events and then you talk to people, di ba? And from there, you really learn something. Ako dito through interviews, I'm the most who benefits from this because no, yes, people are watching. I get to watch all the episodes, di ba? And then when I edit it, I get to watch
Yeah.
it all again. So I learn a lot. And I think everyone should really invest in their learning, right? Invest in their growth,
Mm-mm.
and thank you for that. No, kasi ako yun yung nasa isip ko. How
Yeah.
to be like you, di ba? Ganon. Or how to be like those entrepreneurs. Really growth. You're about to say something.
Entrepreneurship is really a lifelong journey of learning,
Okay.
because, for example, whether it's Fetch or even like your friend Blade, imagine if, let's say, how they set it up in the beginning and they continue it into the world of when e-commerce is uso na, diba?
Yeah.
Like, that's not feasible. If you look at Nokia versus what Samsung and like Apple did,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
so stuck and they didn't learn what
Yeah.
was new. They look what happened to them compared to companies that were able to innovate and learn.
Tama.
Microsoft, they learned that with cloud technology, they're better off as a B2B company. So they're
Okay.
doing pretty well, even though
Yeah.
they're not as popular as an iPhone or the
Yeah.
latest
Yeah.
Galaxy phone, right? But they're thriving. So entrepreneurship is a lifelong journey of learning.
That's nice. Nice. That's really nice. Really nice. Now, so now I want to ask you this question.
Go.
I call this the six-figure question.
Oh
And
no.
everyone I interview, I ask this, and this is really beneficial for people who will listen. If you were to start right now, you don't have any business, but you have your experience, your wisdom already, the things that you know. What business will you start now and why?
Ooh, I have so many. But I will give them, and if somebody in this group does it, go for it. Good job.
Okay.
The very first company I'd probably set up will be called Rice and Others, or something like that.
Okay.
Basically, it'll be an online grocery of just your staples of rice and grains. Rice, bread, flour, things like that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Because no matter what background a Filipino has, he or she would probably want rice and or bread,
Yeah.
you know? And you can't go out, and because of how the ECQ um, and how COVID is now, our behaviors most likely will change after the quarantine is lifted, right? People will still be careful about
Yeah.
groceries and things
That's
like
true.
that. And compared to, let's say, meats or vegetables, some people are picky, diba? When they shop, they
Yeah.
want to see the fruit, how does it look, how big it is. But if you sell them a sack of rice, it's just a
Yeah.
sack of
Rice.
rice. They're not particular. So I'd probably do that.
Is it
If I had the
e-commerce?
funds, yeah, just
Online.
make
Uh,
it purely e-commerce,
okay.
or you can have an e-commerce where they buy and then deliver, or you
Okay.
can do a subscription model.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Parang sa Shark Tank, doon
right?
ko napili, nakita yun eh. Yeah.
Yeah, so subscription, which is also my
Oo
office,
nga,
you
no?
just you just sign up. Somebody do it. I can't do it. If you
Okay.
want a partner, I'm willing to be a partner.
Okay, nice.
But so someone just installs their credit card or their bank account. So every month, let's say you need 10 kilos of rice. For
Yeah,
example,
yeah,
your family needs
yeah,
10 kilos of rice. You don't think about it. Every month they charge you the same amount, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
on this day,
It will be delivered.
same day every month, they deliver the 10 kilos of rice. So I do that.
Oh, ang ganda nun ah. Ang ganda nun. Kasi nga like, yeah, when I was watching Shark Tank, I think it was last year then. Marami ako napanood na ano na episodes. And those are the business models that I that really got me interested. Yung subscription model, 'di ba? That every month something gets delivered into your house, ganun. So, yes, ang ganda no. So it's really e-commerce like a pure e-commerce, parang Fetch but more on the rice. That's nice.
Mm.
So talagang e-commerce ka pa rin. No, kasi there's a lot of different products naman eh. Yeah.
Well, I'm also considering that we're in this mindset of ECQ,
Yeah,
mindset
yeah.
of COVID. So you can't help but think of that because right now the priorities of people are the staples, the basic
Yeah,
necessities.
that's true.
And then you try to elevate it. What will make it different?
Tama.
How will you give the service to make their lives easier? That's why I thought of subscription. No brainer,
Tama,
diba?
tama. Ang ganda nun. Oo, kasi laging kakain ng rice eh. 'Di ba?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Rice
So,
and maybe like bread. I don't know, pandesal. Like the staples na people are not so particular about how it looks, how
yeah.
it's cut compared
Tama,
to meat
tama.
and
Tama.
vegetables. So yeah.
So parang at first rice tapos you grow, no? You expand your database.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that, George. You're very generous to share that idea. No,
Yeah.
if you like that idea and you think you can execute that, you can partner with George, 'di ba?
Yeah, go.
Go go
I don't have
go
the
go.
time to do it, but
Yeah,
if
kasi ang
someone wants to
dami
do
na
it,
eh. Yeah, so that's good. So, this show we can also help connect people, 'di ba? The rising entrepreneurs plus of course those who are already thriving. And because a lot of
mhm.
businesses talaga they became successful because of partnership then as well, 'di ba? Hindi naman
Yes.
pwedeng ikaw lang lahat eh.
Collaboration is the key.
Yeah, 'di ba Uber? Like Uber I think it started with a tweet and then his first investor doon sila nag-usap, 'di ba? So again, collaboration
Mhm.
is very important. So George, we learned a lot from you and your sharing. Thank you very much for that. Now ang question is if I want to connect with George, so if I have a lot of questions or other questions or maybe want to partner with you or order products from you or ask about Permitly, how can they
Mhm.
contact you?
Okay, let's start with contacting me and then let's go
Okay.
to the businesses.
Okay.
Okay. So dami eh. So
Yeah.
with contacting me, I'm part of the Facebook group. So just
Okay.
send me a message. If I don't reply right away, it's either I'm very busy, I'll get back to you right away, or it's in my other folder. So I'll just
Okay.
try to check on that.
Okay.
Message me on Facebook. You can send me an email at georgiecarlos@gmail.com. That's GEORGIE Carlos@gmail.com. And I always reply. If I don't, it means it just got lost. I didn't receive
Yeah.
it. So
Okay.
just bother me again. When it comes to the businesses, if you have any questions about it or you want to consult about business registration or pet care, or you have an idea about e-commerce and you just want to chat about it.
Okay.
So the websites are permitly.ph
Okay.
and fetchnaturals.com. So you can
Fetch
contact
natural.
through those websites and the same social media handles. I can reply directly on those as well. Just say that you're from the group and I'll be like, hi, it's me.
Nice. 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 So thank you very much, George. And again, that's
Sure.
how you will contact George. If you like this video, or please leave a comment below if what are the things, or what are your biggest takeaways from this video from George? What are your greatest learnings? Go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, if you like this video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. And also follow
Yes.
us in our Facebook. Share this video to your friends and tag them because if you benefited from this video, I'm sure your friends will benefit as well. So till next time, till next
Yes.
video, see you again, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Thank